Welcome to tuberchat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So today, our featured channel is Kristen Nomad, and this is somebody who only found tuberchat a short while ago, just a few weeks as a matter of fact. But in that time showed me some serious generosity when it comes to the small YouTuber community, if we want to call it that, at large, by doing a little bit of research into what was going on and some experimenting with regards to all the glitching and purging and other funky stuff that YouTube seems to be doing in the background with the algorithms. So I was taken by that right away and decided that Kristen Nomad is somebody that everybody needs to know and needs to follow. I have had the pleasure of hanging out in a couple of his live streams, and I'm hoping that everybody will subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. They're on the road to 700, and I'm hoping that we can get them a little bit closer today so that they can get moving towards that 1,000 that is on all of our minds. So welcome, everybody, and thank you for coming early. We've got a couple of new people. Is that right? Sergeant Life's been here before. Angel Light Over Darkness, I was hanging out with you earlier. Kristen Nomad, our featured channel's in the chat right now. Let's get you... well, we've got you situated here. I was actually just watching a couple of videos before we started while I was setting up and this and that. Designs by CAD Pro. Thanks for coming in, Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo. Thanks for coming in. Rodney and Janelle, great to see you as well. Eve Belize, it's good to see you. All my kitties, it must be your first time with tuberchat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators already in the chat. Many more will come through in the next 2 hours, and you're free to meet as many new friends and family members for your channel as you'd like. If you take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find some new friends and family members in no time. There's Kristen Welton, my BFF forever, in the chat with us. And then PA, our beloved mod, is with us all the time. So thank you very much for that. Thank you, everybody, for the warm welcomes. And it's great to see everybody. Last week was a 3-day weekend. Nothing really urgent or anything like that was up, but I did have to move the live streams around a little bit. We're usually here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and we are contemplating right now what will happen on Sunday for Thanksgiving. It looks like we're going to be off for that day, but we're here today, we're here tomorrow, we're here Monday, and after tuberchat today, I'm going to have an interview by my BS Life, who is a fellow Canadian. He's actually located in Ottawa, our nation's capital, but he came and visited Niagara just a few short weeks ago, and we were able to hook up, have some breakfast, and do a little bit of an interview on my personal channel. So tonight, he's going to do one in his channel. We'll do it StreamYard style, and then we will take questions and hopefully give some useful answers as to what goes on in the background of YouTube and how we can all make our channel strong, solid, and get some more mileage out of all of our videos. So thank you again, everybody. Venom for Life, good to see you. Puppet Short Films, good to have you here. Cubs Den, always up early, and I'm guessing staying up late, but it's great to see you. Another fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. Norman B., it's good to see you. Vegan Realist, thanks for coming in. I was hanging out with them earlier today. Caleb's Lawn Care is back, embracing everyday realities. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, I love collaborating with different creators, and I've been very lucky to have been interviewed a few times already, but as well do a couple of other quick things with some creators. And I recommend that kind of activity for everybody. One of the things we push here so much is playlist buddies and things like that, so that we can gain true friends here on YouTube, and when you start collaborating with people, you can really start to expand your audience. Blooming with the Roses, good to see you. Ace Flaw 1, it's good to have you back. Hopefully I'm not missing anybody in the chat, but as long as you're still active, of course, I'm going to get around to everybody like always. Hopefully everybody's doing well. And, you know, not thinking about it, yes, Canada has Thanksgiving this weekend, which is, I believe, the Columbus Day celebration for our U.S. friends. And their Thanksgiving happens much later in the end of November. And I guess they'll be looking forward to that as well. So we'll see what happens. But I'm happy to be here today. Very happy to be back in TuberChat, having a chat with everybody. So hopefully everybody's already off to the races, meeting new friends and family members and things like that. I'm not going to wait to get the wheel moving today, but let's get some, I got to first of all get our members onto the wheel. So I'll try to do that quickly and we'll start spinning right away. Designs by CAD Pro, Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, Eve Belize. When I copy and paste, sometimes it copies some extra talk there. But that's okay. Nikki's Green Thumb, good to see you back. Casa de Bransky Pants. Okay, that's an interesting name. I don't think I've seen you here in TuberChat before, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and you should have a good time here. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. And already, Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is coming out swinging. We got some action in the chat. Thank you very much for your super chat. It's absolutely not necessary, but very much appreciated, of course. So let's, while I'm still getting the wheel together, what I will do then is get you right up onto the screen. So thank you again for that. I appreciate all the support that you give TuberChat and myself, as a matter of fact. And here's Angel Light Over Darkness 33. Every time she's on, I say Angel Light Over Darkness, and I never actually mentioned the 33, but the proper name of this channel, Angel Light Over Darkness 33. But I've had a good time hanging out in a couple of her live streams as well. I wonder if we'll be able to figure those out. So that was today, and then this was just a few days ago, and yeah, I guess a little bit more than I thought even. So there, that shows you right there. So hopefully everybody will connect with Angel Light Over Darkness 33 if you haven't already. They're obviously a generous creator, but somebody that I've had the pleasure, like I said, of hanging out in some live streams with. And I'm just cleaning up the wheel a little bit before we get spinning, but I won't wait too long. Cubs Den in the house, for those of you who haven't already followed, happens to be another very dynamic creator with lots and lots of YouTube knowledge, and she shares that knowledge for the betterment of everybody in the community on her channel. So she does not exactly a growth stream. While everybody is welcome to connect the way we do here in TuberChat, it's a lot more focused on the ins and outs of YouTube. They have topics and discussions, and it's very engaging. So hopefully everybody will connect with that channel if you haven't already. The Urban Cook is back in the house. Thanks for coming in again. And Blood Dragon, good to see you as well. Thanks for coming in. You almost snuck by me there. And then thank you very much, Jaden Saw 28, for the raid. Thanks for coming in. Mr. Johnny 25, thank you very much. I did receive your message. Thank you. It was very thoughtful of you, and I appreciate it. All is well, and I am just happy to be back in the chair. But I can't spell anymore, so maybe something's up there. I'm sure everybody will forgive that, but hopefully everybody's doing well. It looks like I said, everybody's off to the races already, connecting with each other. And then again, hopefully Christian Nomad is still here. Christian Nomad is our featured channel from today. Let me see if I can grab a comment from Christian Nomad. Now that we've got, most of us have this pinned comment feature. I still haven't figured out, I got to do it from the other window. I still haven't figured out if the pinned comment feature is restricted to channels with 1,000 subscribers or not. I haven't seen it on a channel with less than 1,000 subscribers yet, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. So there we go. So anybody that wants to connect with Christian Nomad, there's a pinned comment in the chat. It's very easy to find them. And it looks like everybody's doing just fine. Family with a Purpose too, thank you for coming in. Oh, Queen and the Boss, good to have you back as well. Thank you for coming in. Yes, we are officially connected. I know that. I did as I promised and went through the watch later list and made sure I connected, and we are all caught up and all seems to be good. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. If anybody has any questions or anything in the chat, by all means, you can go ahead and let them fly, and I will do my best to answer, obviously to the best of my ability. Yeah, Designs by CAD Pro. I think that it's now a feature that's restricted to channels with 1,000 subscribers. Used to be much more. Used to be 10,000, and I don't know what before that. But it's interesting to have. So let's spin. Let's get a channel up here, and then we'll see what happens afterwards. I should take a moment and ask everybody, if you haven't already, if you do have the ability to share. Oh, look at this. I'm using a new window today, so I didn't see that animated feature there for Jenny O'Brien. But that's interesting and a nice little addition to our special effects arsenal. So here's Jenny O'Brien. She is a generous creator, and I see her often in different live streams as well. She does a lot of live streaming. I was hanging out with her, obviously, a couple of days ago for a quick second. But hopefully everybody will connect with her. Venom for life. That's a pretty slick question there. Thank you for that. I do enjoy a little bit of comedy in the chat. But thank you. Hopefully you're getting everything you need out of tuberchat. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members for your channel. There's Chase and Chris. Great to have you back. As Extra Step CEO is in the house. I'm just going to try to get Chase and Chris up on the screen. I'm having a little bit of trouble copying and pasting. When you guys see me looking off to the side like this, because I got another window over here where I monitor the chat so that I can keep our window nice and big while we're focused on whichever chat is being featured at the moment. LN family, good to see you here. And if anybody does have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Reddit, or any of those things, then I will absolutely appreciate it. We did, for the members, add a new emoji this week. We added WhatsApp. There's been a lot of talk lately about WhatsApp groups, and you know, I have to think about how I could do something to benefit everyone with that. But the emoji's there so that you can, if you're making playlist arrangements and stuff like this, you can get that used as well. And then, now hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat, so please forgive me if I have. If you've asked me or mentioned something and I skipped over it, I have. I tend to fall behind. I'm trying to get a little bit better at that as time goes on. But hopefully everybody is otherwise doing well. Hopefully everybody had a good week. Thank you, Venom for Life. Enjoy your dinner. Gambling Granny's in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. I'm not going to wait too long today before adding a few channels onto the wheel as well. So Just Vlogging Life is a gold member, which means that their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not, same as the silver members like Jenny O'Brien there. And but as well, the link for Just Vlogging Life will be dropped automatically by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So hopefully everybody has connected with this channel. And if you haven't, then I hope that you will, because Just Vlogging Life is a dynamic creator. They're obviously generous in the fact that they do the featured channels collaboration here, as well as swap playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, just please simply say, I'm willing to swap playlists in the chat, and other creators should reach out to you to make those arrangements independently. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing to swap playlists, then please reach out to them. It's a great way to start building friendships and get yourself some very loyal and dedicated subscribers. Big D Money, good to see you here. I think this is your first time with TuberChat, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I see Vegas Girls back. Great to have you in the chat. MSK Family Vlog. Sorry, you did slip by me, and if anybody does happen to notice me make a mistake in the chat or something that I'm missing, like, you know, getting members on the wheel right away and stuff like that, I hope you'll just give me a nudge and forgive me when you have to do that. But I want to make sure that I absolutely take care of everybody as I should. JCC Tube is in the house. Good to see you as well. And it looks like everybody's doing okay. If there's ever anything in the chat that you feel I need to address, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, tuberchat, and I will do my best to address anything that needs to be. Mr. Johnny 25 was just asking a question, and I didn't mean to skip over it, but Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo, are you already only 200 hours away? That's fantastic news. You've been working hard. Is anyone seeing growth on their channels yet, as in keeping the cakes the following morning? Mr. Johnny 25. So TuberChat, it was very weird today because it seems that the numbers are up. So I always wait until we see what happens after the live streams. TuberChat was, before all this glitching and purging, getting about 40 or 50 organic subscribers per week. I haven't been hitting a lot of growth streams. Once in a while I hang out with a couple of friends like Happy Lux or Melda and Armor, but I wasn't being too aggressive about it. And after the glitching and purging and stuff like that, it's been just crawling, as you can imagine, as it is for most of us. But we'll have to take a good look and see what's happening. MSK's still experiencing the same thing. And I did get MSK Family Vlogs on there. JJ's Mix Vlogs. It's great to see you. JJS Mix Vlog. There's a couple of channel names that I've been saying wrong for like the last 6 months. And I don't mean to, because I always have a good time when I hang out with JJS Mix. However, I've been saying JJ's Mix for the longest time. But anyway, she's fun. Hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. Cyoban's World, it's good to see you here. And Abo Ito, good to see you here as well. Very entertaining to have you back in the chat. Hopefully you will meet some new friends and family members. This is one of the reasons why I move the times around of the live streams, and it's not on a set schedule every week, just so that we can catch different people at different times. So Cubs Den has got a little more action in the chat going on. And like I said, that's another fellow Canadian. And thank you very much for this. Cubs Den, I will get you right onto the screen before I start spinning again. But first of all, thank you for that. It's absolutely not necessary, but very much appreciated, of course. But Cubs Den, like I said, does live streams with Blue Jeans Network most often. And what happens is they have a very engaging conversation. She always does in her live streams. Obviously, there's a lot of videos to watch as well. But the crowd that she gets in the chat is unbelievably engaged. And there's a lot to be learned on that channel. I hope everybody will subscribe to this. I've been connected to Cubs Den both on my personal channel and with TuberChat, you know, for months and months and months, and always end up, not to mention learning, but always having a great time in the live stream when I'm there. But it's always very busy as well. And with well over 3,000 subscribers, they're moving towards 4,000, and I have no doubt they'll get there soon. So hopefully everybody will subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. And once again, thank you for the super chat. Let me see what I'm going to do about spinning. I'd like to start adding some names to the wheel. I know it's a little bit earlier than I usually do it, but I'd like to get to it. Venom for Life. Let's get you. Well, Venom for Life just went for dinner, but put them on and see what happens when they're there, because they deserve to be on. Cubs Den's already on. Vegan Realist, let's get you on the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Janae Vlogs and Gaming, thank you for coming back in. It's great to see you here. Oh, Mr. Johnny25 says, it seems like frozen in time. They gain and then they lose, but never below what they originally had. I've dipped, actually, and when I show the analytics all the time of tuberchat and my personal channel, you can see these dips. There was a major purge that started it all. I lost about 15 people plus whatever I gained that day on tuberchat. Plus, I lost about 10 plus whatever I gained that day on my personal channel. And after that, it's just been glitching. So, you know, usually going up by a quarter to a third to a half of what usually it would, and then occasionally like even losing. And when you lose, when your analytics show that you've lost a couple of people in a day, you've actually lost them plus whatever you gain that day. So that's frustrating. So we will see what happens. I mean, there has to be an end to it eventually, right? But what we do is just keep going, keep being solid, strong, as long as you're always fulfilling your part, and we're trying to encourage everybody to do the same thing. Ultimately, we will all be fine. We still see channels getting monetized. We still see channels hitting milestones. Sergeant Life, I hope I welcomed you. I know you've been here since the beginning of today's stream. Vegan Realist is somebody that, like I was saying, I have a good time hanging out in their live streams. For those of you who've heard me talk about Vegan Realist, they've been hanging out with us quite a bit over the last couple of weeks. I always have a good time in their live streams because they always have an engaging panel of people on StreamYard. And the conversation gets engaging, but it doesn't get out of control, as we see in you know, television news and other places and things like that. Thank you very much, PA, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. It really does help the stream. I do appreciate it. Even I have to be reminded sometimes. When we're on a phone, we have to turn the chat off to give the thumbs up, and then you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but it really does help everybody. So hopefully everybody's giving thumbs up for everybody all the time. And it looks like everybody's doing okay, so that's great. Let me see if I can get another name on here. Caleb's Lawn Care, Sergeant Life. Finding happiness in all you do. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming back in. Can't stay long, super busy. Well, thank you very much for that. And FIFA World and Other Gaming, thank you very much for the thumbs up. Thank you very much. Janae Vlogs and Gaming is doing well, just eating and listening, so thank you for that. No, Mr. and Mrs. Annabelle. You know, someday I'm switching to water. I really think I will, someday. But we're on the diet grapefruit. That's the number one, because ever since, so I drink way too much pop. Now, not that anybody, you know, it matters or anything like that, but whatever, we joke about that. But I drink all diet pop, and I switch flavors all the time because I drink so much of it, but it gets nauseating to drink the same thing over and over. But ever since COVID started, there's an aluminum shortage, and I don't know if that's just due to the plants being closed. So Coke and Pepsi and the other companies have dropped to only their major popular flavors, and there's a lot of things you can't find. Like I can't find diet root beer in any grocery store at all for months and months now. So I'm limited, but Mr. and Mrs. Annabalo keep catching me while drinking this diet grapefruit pop that we have. So hopefully everybody finds that entertaining. I'm just hoping that I haven't missed anything in the chat. I'll keep my window. When you are looking at your window, like, so I keep a separate window open here. There's a difference between top chat and live chat, and it always defaults to top chat. Now, even I make the mistake of forgetting to switch that. So it's possible to miss things, and I certainly don't mean to. Let's spin. Let's get another channel up here, and we'll see what's happening. Ace Flaw 1, yeah, like Diet Coke. Diet Coke's available, but a lot of things aren't. There's Mr. and Mrs. Annabella right now. So speak of the devil, right? This is a dynamic couple of creators who also happen to be fellow Canadians and are not too far, as a matter of fact, from where I am in Niagara Falls, Canada. But they are, if I understood right, what they said earlier is they are only 200 hours away from being put in review for monetization. So this is a creator that both myself, Kristen, Kira, and others have already swapped playlists with for the purpose of gaining watch hours. So if anybody's willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just say so in the chat. I am willing to swap playlists. Another creator should reach out to you. But Mr. and Mrs. Annabalo is somebody you can reach out to directly, and they're happy to do it. And FIFA World Other Gaming, thank you so much for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Yes, it's free, and it really does help. So I appreciate that. There's always a lot of different things you can do to support creators when you're visiting their channels. You know, if they're monetized, of course, you let the ads run if you can. But you know, sharing and thumbs up and just hanging out in live streams always for at least 15 minutes at a time and stuff like this really helps, right? Ella and family's willing to swap playlists. And then FIFA World Other Gaming, yeah, actually, I'm fine. Everything's good always. Living the dream. So yeah, last weekend was good. Hopefully this one will be as well. Hopefully yours is also. I know I caught you on a couple of live streams, so hopefully I'll catch you again. I have a good time hanging out with FIFA World Other Gaming. The thing is, I love video games, love them. However, I find myself, whether it's an excuse or not with as much time as I'd love to have to play some video games. But since we're, you know, what I do is I work, and I will put a window on the side of the computer like this, and then I will do my work in another window, so I can almost always have a live stream going if I'm on a computer, right? And I do enjoy some of the video game channels. The only thing is it makes me want to pull out a console and start playing Super Mario or something like that. My favorite is Grand Theft Auto. Jaden Saw 28 is willing to swap playlists. So hopefully everybody in the chat is always of the same mindset. What we're doing is, you know, we're obviously connecting with each other for the purpose of growing our channels. But the idea is that it's loyal and dedicated supporters who truly are interested in helping each other, because when we give our channels a solid and strong foundation like that, and we do more for others than we expect to have done for us, even on YouTube, and especially in our cases, you find it coming back, what you put out there, you find it coming back exponentially. And you see examples of it all the time. So hopefully everybody here is of the same mindset. And then, you know, we talk about swapping playlists and stuff like that. Hopefully everybody will find a lot of benefit in that. I find that most people like do it. I had a disappointing experiment that I did on my personal channel months ago, because I wasn't bothering to, you know, look for, you know, people giving proof that they've watched things and stuff like this. So I did a playlist experiment, and it didn't really go that fantastically. But after tuberchat started, it went the opposite direction, where everybody seems to be happy with it. I see for myself the connections that are being made when I'm hanging out in other live streams, or even now while you're connecting with other creators, you will see comments on the same videos that you're commenting on left by other creators that you've seen either in tuberchat or other growth streams and stuff like that. So anyway, it's rewarding. GTA is the best. Yeah, GTA is something else. And then Designs by CAD Pros willing to swap playlist this weekend. As a matter of fact, I do it too. Even though I'm monetized on my personal channel and on tuberchat, I'm still willing to swap playlists because, you know, I know everybody needs that, and I'm lucky enough to be able to have the ability to do that for everybody all the time. So you can reach out to me if you want to on Instagram. It's all one word, tuberchat, and we can make those arrangements. But in the chat, you can reach out to everybody. I don't know if you caught what I was saying. So Mr. and Mrs. Annabello, I don't know if you use WhatsApp, but that's the latest addition to the emoji collection. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello usually check those out. I don't know what we're going to do next because we got almost every social network on there now. And then hopefully everybody's having a good time. Let's spin. Let's get another channel up, and I will keep on top of adding channels today. Here's Sergeant Life. Okay, let's just make sure that they're still here, though. Sergeant Life was here right from the beginning, and they've been with us before. So I'll put the channel up anyway, and then if they're not still here, I'll just move on quickly. I guess this is the first time we're putting this channel up on the screen, as a matter of fact. So either way, okay, I'm going to connect with it anyway. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, although I did think I was already connected to this channel. But let's look for a 10-minute video. I always aim for 10 minutes or somewhere around there so I can at least give people a few minutes of watch time, right? Let's take this, 10:49. So I'll take this video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment. I'll give it a thumbs up, of course, and then I'll subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the connection sticks. And hopefully, Sergeant Life is also subscribed to tuberchat, which I think that they are. Oh, there you are. You're right there. Hopefully you're subscribed to tuberchat and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And it's great to see Sergeant Life congratulating Eve Belize on a milestone, which is great. And then Jaden Saw 28, we could talk about swapping playlists. Actually, that's a good idea for us to talk about that. Yes, okay. And then Ace Flaw 1 just hooked up on Instagram, so thank you for that. So let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. That's Sergeant Life. They're right in the chat, so hopefully everybody will connect. So Janae Vlogs and Gaming, the only thing that I wish is for you to make arrangements independently. So if you want to reach out, if you see anybody mentioning they'll swap playlists, or if you want to say it again and, you know, whenever you want, reach out to people individually and make those arrangements for Instagram or Facebook or wherever else you'd like to be connected with. And hopefully everybody will do that. Here's Eve Belize right now. I can't even remember how long. I'd have to go back and look at how long it's been that Eve Belize has been with tuberchat, because they have been with us for many months now. tuberchat obviously is on episode number 87 today, and we do 4 a week. So you can do some simple calculation to figure out how many months that's been, but we actually started at the beginning of May. So it's been that long. And Eve Belize has been here for the majority of that time and is always actually Eve Belize is I believe is still willing to swap playlists. There's the Sergeant Life was congratulating them on the 1,000 subscribers, because they are well over. So you've got the 1,000 subscribers nice and locked in, but it's a wonderful wonderful accomplishment. I know all of us have our eyes on that. Eve Belize is also willing to swap playlists. I know that for sure. I've swapped with them. And then FIFA World Other Gaming, yeah, FIFA World Other Gaming might actually have been with tuberchat since the very, very beginning of tuberchat. And I do appreciate that. As we grow, all of us, and we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that you can spend in tuberchat. And then as well, you know, because I only stream a few times a week and at certain times, try to build other things so that you can get more value and meet other creators on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, for instance. We'll be adding a few more things. All real love from New York City, from FIFA World Other Gaming, and the grind never does stop. That's true. Oh, Blue Jeans Network is in the house too. Did they come in? Did they slip by me there? Because yeah, there you are. Oh wow, thank you for coming in. Cubs Den and Blue Jeans Network are always together, but thank you for coming in. It's great to see you here. Hopefully, you'll meet some friends and family members. And let's spin and see what's coming up. I will start adding some names shortly. Oh, that's a close one. Look at that. Okay, Jason Chris is coming up for now. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Jason Chris in their live streams a few times. Let's see what they got going on for us today. Well over 1,000 subscribers. You got it nice and locked in, which is good news. When was the last time I hung out in a live stream? I'm going to embarrass myself and find out that it was, oh, okay, only a week ago. There we go, only a week. You post so frequently, though. Look at all these live streams, my goodness. So you're grinding it right out, which is great. Yeah, Jaded, you can post your playlist if you want. To be honest with you, nobody. So we have a Facebook page and a Facebook group, but I haven't done much with them. The group I had originally made private. I should unlock that thing because it doesn't actually get used. We get a lot more action on Reddit than we do on Facebook, which surprised me. But I do want to have like all the different popular social networks available for people to connect with, because we can't live stream 24 hours a day, or at least I can't. But I'd like you to be able to meet some more people and keep the connections going, right? We'll figure that out. And then I should look at adding a couple more names to the wheel. Pardon me just for a second. I'll be right back. Okay, forgive me for that. Oh, Cubs Den. Yeah, Reddit. So Reddit is a forum. Why don't I just show us? Why don't I just look? I may not even be logged in here. Not logged in on this window, but I should be logged in on another browser here. Let's get see if I can get Firefox back happening here. So here's Reddit. This is going back to my last place. So the thing I like about Reddit the most, it can be a harsh place when you talk about like the trolling and stuff that we have to deal with on YouTube. It gets really bad in areas of Reddit. And particularly if you do something that not everybody is happy with. Etiquette is very important on Reddit. However, it can be a powerful place because you can share anything that you want, right? Including our YouTube videos. So you're not supposed to self-promote, but in the tuberchat forum, which I've made, which they call it a subreddit, is an area specifically for us to do this, right? Where we can post all of our stuff. Now, the best part is that it can get found by people who aren't even necessarily in the community. and then they'll drag more people in. But it's very, very simple. So you can see here, like all we're doing is like clicking on these things and then just going. It's so fast to share. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. Let's spin. I'll get another channel up, and I will show you how fast you can share something on Reddit for somebody. Those of you who've had me in your live streams know that I do it all the time. Almost every single time that I head into a live stream, only unless I forget, do I always share people's videos or live streams on Reddit, because it's so fast. And I know that for the most part, I'm likely one of the few people who are doing it. But it is another useful social network. One of the hang-ups with it is just as easy to sign up as every other social network. But I think if you sign up for it today, you have to wait several days before you can post. And they do that to stop people from coming up with spam accounts and stuff like that. I'm sure everybody here has seen a little bit of spam accounts and fake stuff on YouTube, as well as all the other social networks. But Reddit tries to avoid that. So when we look at Venom for Life here, let's just take, okay, here's a interview with Venom. Let's pause the video because I'm not going to let it run while I'm live streaming. And House of X Entertainment Inc., thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody sliding in. I was just, and the Moody Artist, thank you. And thank you very much for the thumbs up and sharing. I really do appreciate that. And hopefully I haven't missed too much else in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If anybody slipped by me there, I get into these speeches, right? We're talking about Reddit. So let's give them a like, because that's going to help anyway. And when we share, so we click the share button. You could do this with all these different social networks, but we click Reddit. I'm already logged in, right? So what it's going to do, oh, I should have been logged in already. I wanted to, I'm on the wrong browser again. That's why. Forgive me, I'm being silly. Get Firefox back up here. I closed my window, or what did I do there? I'm logged in on Firefox, so I'll use that. Let's get Venom for Life's video back up. Oh, I can't seem to figure out what I'm doing here. Clicking too fast. This has been my problem my whole life. Here we are, Firefox. Let's paste in the video that we were just looking at from Venom for Life. And let's give another like. Okay, I'm logged in on another account, that's why. Now I could share. I'll hit Reddit. Now I'm going to choose a community. So Reddit allows 1 million different communities, right? Literally probably 1 million different ones. So I have set up tuberchat for all of us to be able to share our videos. So I just type in tuberchat, give it a second, and it pops up some stuff. I'm going to mark this as a video instead of any of the other stuff, and just click post, right? It's that simple. It's so fast, faster than Twitter, faster than Facebook, it looks like. And pardon me, I know I just missed something there. Bloomin' with the Roses, forgive me. I almost missed what you said there, but I'll address what happened, why we're all losing people, and what the purpose, what the problem is, and stuff like that. If you can give me just another moment. So when we go to the tuberchat forum, you'll see there's the interview with Venom right there. And then you see, like, I share for people constantly. There's 48 members now, and hopefully everybody that's on Reddit will hop in. But then as well, you'll see, like, every time I'm in somebody's video or live stream, you can see I'm like sharing. But anyway, it's really easy to use. So it's a thought, and you can get into some engaging content. And you can really find some interesting stuff there as well. So Aboido, yes, and Bloomin' with the Roses, forgive me. So what happens, yeah, I'm happy to go into even more detail. At some point, I expect to start making videos for tuberchat where you don't have to listen to my speeches as much as like getting an actual meat and potatoes tutorial on how some of this stuff works. I've done a couple on my personal channel for how to share your videos on Instagram or Twitter. the way that I just happen to do it. I've done a TubeBuddy tutorial where I talk about how to keep up with your comments quickly and stuff like that. So hopefully you get some value out of that. But I appreciate you saying that, Christian Nomad. That's our featured channel from today. Christian Nomad, if anybody hasn't already connected with them, I hope that you will. Let's have another look at Venom for Life. They're on the road to 900. And hopefully we're pushing them a little bit farther today. Kareen's Life, thank you for coming in. And forgive my very quick welcome to you, House of X Entertainment, Inc. But I got to get you onto the wheel right away. And hopefully I don't forget too much of that either. I'll add a few more names to the wheel in a moment. The Javier Lifestyle, thank you for coming back in. And oh, thank you very much, FIFA World Other Gaming. I appreciate it. A Queen and a Boss is having a good time connecting, which is great. Oh, one thing I should mention as well. So we have, on top of all the purging and glitching and people losing subscribers, and I'll give you the explanation in a second here, there's also delays sometimes. So occasionally you'll have a channel that will say, you know, I've been to your house, left you a package or whatever, but you don't see it right away. Just please give the benefit of the doubt. We'll have a little bit of patience with each other because YouTube is delaying some of this stuff, especially channels that are very aggressive. So you have to check your spam folder. You have to check your held for review folder as well for these comments. But as well, sometimes there can be like up to a 5-minute delay. Shouldn't really be much longer than that. But we'll give the benefit of the doubt and see what happens. By the same token, if anybody feels there's something specific that I need to address in the chat with regards to another creator not connecting properly, we'll give the benefit of the doubt. Hope it's a misunderstanding. But you can reach out to me on Instagram at all one word tuberchat, and I'll address it as best I can. So the reason that we're losing all these subscribers, why this is being such a headache for many weeks, YouTube is not only doing like some regular purging, but there seems to be what we are all calling glitches these days. And if you were to keep track of every person that you connect with here at TuberChat, for instance, today, and then look again tomorrow, your subscriber numbers may reset. So maybe you meet 10 or 20 new family members here today. 10 is reasonable, 20 is possible, right? Tomorrow, you might find that it looks like they're all gone. But when you go and look back at those channels, you'll find they're still subscribed to you. What YouTube seems to be doing is taking away older, invalid, or no longer active connections away to replace some of the new ones. They're always doing that, but they're just being really aggressive about it now. So sometimes people, you know, occasionally people quit YouTube. Sometimes they're just not active. If you connected with somebody weeks ago or months ago and you never go back to watch their videos and they never come back to watch your videos, that could be a problem. YouTube might take the connection away. There's also glitching going on. For those of you who know Kristen Welton, who is usually in the chat with us, is my girlfriend. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada. A couple of weeks ago, we woke up to find that she was not subscribed to TuberChat or my personal channel, which is ridiculous because, you know, obviously, right? As well, we've had other creators come through. It's not often, but maybe once every other weekend or something, we'll see a creator that we know TuberChat has been connected to for months, let's say a previously featured channel, for instance, and then find that when I pull their channel up on the screen, they're not subscribed, and you have to resubscribe, and it's really, you know, kind of a headache, but it is what it is. Hopefully everybody's not getting too discouraged by it. We've done a lot of talking about it. Pardon me. This is another, so what happened is, see, a Queen and a Boss, for instance, is mentioning like you lost 11 the last time you were here. So my bet would be that if you were to keep track of all the 11 people that you connected with that day, you would find that even though you lost 11 connections, it's not the people you connected with. So it's terrible because none of us want our numbers to go down or to stay stagnant or to like have no growth. But at the same time, if you have channels that are never going to come back and watch your content, never going to give you a like, never going to give you anything else, my guess is that in most cases, people would not even be upset with the fact that those connections are gone, because right now it hurts when we're all around, 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 or a few hundred. You notice every number, but I'm assuming everybody here wants to eventually have 10,000 subscribers and maybe even 100,000 subscribers, maybe even more. So you're not going to be upset when you lose 10, right? But I know it may not be the right way of looking at it. I don't know. But in my own case, I decided not to quit before I started. I expect to be here 5 years from now and 10 years from now and forever, unless YouTube really makes big, big, big changes. But I'm not going to stop. Hopefully everybody here is of the same mindset. We're all going to be together for months and eventually years. And hopefully we're going to look back. I don't know if we'll ever laugh at what's happening right now, but we will look back on it and say, okay, it was just a bad time, and hopefully we're moving again eventually. So forgive me if I've fallen behind in the chat. Kristen Nomad, who's the featured channel for today, the reason why that channel was featured so early after like only finding us a few short weeks ago is because of the generosity that I saw in Kristen Nomad, first of all in tuberchat's live streams, but as well when I was hanging out at his own live stream. And he's been doing some experimenting, which inspired the idea behind me now understanding that this was not just a purge, but there's also glitching. And he was the one that pointed out the idea that it's very possible that we are losing different connections than we're making. So it looks like, you gain 10 and you lose 10, but it's not the same 10. And if you just keep going, and after YouTube's done getting rid of all the invalid connections or the inactive connections, let's call it that, you'll start to see the numbers grow. Most of us have started to see the numbers grow, although they're just not quite as quick as before. Here's Gibry's World, another channel that's been back with us again and again. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. And yeah, thank you very much. Designs by CAD Pro. Hopefully everybody's always giving each other thumbs up. We all should be doing that all the time. And JCC Tube is willing to swap playlists as well. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I'm curious to know, I'm going to have to catch Cubs Den on one of their live streams so I can see what they think about all this that's been going on, because they must have been asked 100 times by now. And I'm just curious their take. What I wish here is for everybody to be able to share their knowledge so that we can all make better decisions for all of our YouTube channels, myself included. DIY Finance, Anton Q, thank you for coming back in. Great to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I know I fall behind and I don't mean to. In Rachel's Place is here. Thank you for coming in. Another member. Let's get you onto the wheel right away. Oh, how to find the spam folder. Okay, let's do that. Nikki's green thumb. Yeah, I'll do it in 1 second. I'm going to catch up the chat if I can, and then I'll get right into our comments. I just want to make sure I'm not missing. I'm putting links in the chat. No, Angel Light Over Darkness. We don't do very many links at all. In the case, so I have a gold membership. Not that I want to push that on anybody or any of that stuff, but it is available. And so therefore, we have one channel that has their link dropped every 30 minutes or so by Nightbot, but I don't otherwise do links. We just never have. TuberChat, I've never done it, and it doesn't seem to no problem. Oh, Christian Nomad says it's almost like new connections are in probation. So what I'm guessing from what he's saying then is so let's say you connect with people here in TuberChat right now. It's not enough to just connect with people right now. I mean, we're all supposed to be here for loyal and dedicated supporters. And for the most part, I think that's what's actually happening, right? But you're going to want to support as many creators, especially the new connections that you're making, as quickly afterwards as possible. So an idea might be, first of all, to keep those bells on I now with tuberchat put every bell on. Every single channel gets the bell on, right? And I have notifications popping up all day. Sometimes if I don't look at my phone for an hour, there's 25 notifications, you know. But what that will allow is that your newest connections, when they have something, you'll be able to hit it right away, get into their live stream, or get a comment on a video or something like that. My guess is that that's what Christian Nomad is getting at by saying new connections are in probation, so that YouTube can see whether you actually mean to connect with these channels, right? Because we're all working at rapid speed here. But it's an assumption. It's a guess. Yeah, the Javier lifestyle. That's what. That's exactly what we're talking about. The Javier lifestyle says been really weird when they went on vacation. We're on YouTube less. That's when you actually grew the most. It's almost funny, right? But that can happen. Now, if everybody's building their channel on a strong and solid foundation, it's fine that we're working aggressively now to gain hopefully friends, but at least loyal and dedicated supporters to get our channels off to a strong and solid start. But we can't forget about the organic growth that we're supposed to be getting as well. You know, people are actually going to watch your videos, right? You put out a quality piece of content at least once a week. You will get views. You will get subscribers from that. And sorry, I don't mean to get behind. I will go through the comments in a moment so we can find the spam folder and the held for review folder. All real love from Brooklyn, specifically FIFA World Other Gaming. Thank you. Gameplay extraordinaire. Sorry, you slipped by me there, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. Hopefully you're meeting new friends and family members. As long as you take your time, meet people one by one, you will find as many friends and family members you'd like if you follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen. But it looks like you already know what you're doing anyway, so that's great. I'm glad Casa de Bransky Pants is having a good time as well. Yeah, Aboito, you're right. When people come back, I mean, as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder to support everybody as much as we all might like. Let's go. I cleaned out my comments right before I started on tuberchat today, so I'm going to use, actually, I should use another window for this. Forgive me. Oh, I'll try to get another window happening. It doesn't want to work for me very easily today for some reason. There it is. I'll put my other window away. We'll get this up here because I'm logged in on my personal account, so there should be some comments there. I'll show you how to look at your held for review or spam folder. So while people are connecting with you here in tuberchat, you want to give people the benefit of the doubt if you don't find their comment right away. Now, hopefully everybody's mentioning the video that they're watching while they're connecting so that you can quickly go find their comment. Rodney and Janelle, great to see you in here. Forgive me, you must have slipped by me, but I've got you now, and I'm going to get you right onto the wheel. We're just looking at comments right now. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If I have, please just forgive me, have patience and with me. And if there's something you mentioned or asked that you wanted me to see, just ask again or mention it again, and I'll appreciate it so that I can address it for you. So we just go into our comments. And here's a bunch of stuff. But here's your held for review right here, right? And then as well. So now you'll notice held for review, I have blocked words in here, blocked words. So look, MAH Videos is a channel that's with us all the time, a previously featured channel, as is Eating with Miss P. The Eating with Miss P leaves like unbelievably like long and generous comments as well, so that really helps. But you can see that these get held for review. Now, those are all real comments. MAH Videos, I just swapped playlists with, so that you see what they're saying. I'm done with your playlist. It was fun to be here. Probably the word playlist. Mark that because I have a big band words list. And when we go to likely spam, I don't have any. But this is the spam folder. Now, there are some creators who, a lot of them, who will just delete everything in the spam folder. And that's fine. You have to make the right decision for your own channel. I recommend not doing that. I recommend going through your comments, because there could be stuff that YouTube has assumed is spam. That's why it's called likely spam. And then you can decide for yourself whether it is or not. House of X Entertainment Inc. Let's have a look at this channel. This is It's Me Once Then Yes Honey and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo joint together. This is their business channel, and they've recently launched House of X Entertainment as a business, as you can see here. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. We're hoping to get them up over that 100 mark, which obviously is a little bit of a challenge these days with all the things that we're talking about, but hopefully we're going to get going. Designs by CAD Pro. How come you never heard of tuberchat? I don't know what I don't know what you mean. Nikki's green thumb. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. And Rodney and Janelle, you're right. It does seem like a full-time job. Mr. Steal Your Memes. Okay, that's pretty blatant and out there. So that's good. Hopefully you're feeling welcome here at tuberchat. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect here, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Specifically, the way that we connect here at tuberchat is to leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat to let them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least a minute long, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. And you want to make sure that it's at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. And then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have secured the connection the right way. And then say something about the video that you watched so that they can turn around and find your comment easily. And then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel as well. James Tamburo, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Pardon me just for 1 second here. All right, we are good to go. So hopefully everybody has hooked up with House of X Entertainment Inc. Like I said, this is a joint business venture between Yo, It's Your Boy Leo and It's Me Once Then Yes Honey, both who have been with tuberchat since the very beginning. And James Tamburo, thank you so much for the like. Oh, thank you, Mr. Steal Your Memes. Thank you very much for the kind words. Hopefully you're going to meet lots of friends and family members here. tuberchat is not a sub for sub network, but we are all expecting to subscribe to each other's channels. The only difference here at tuberchat than most growth streams is that you're expected to go first. You're always expected to make the first move, particularly for people who are newer to tuberchat. The people who are here regularly or have been with us for months might be hesitant to connect with you until they watch and see how you interact with everybody, because we are very serious about being loyal and dedicated supporters, not only in the coming days, but weeks and months, and eventually, hopefully, years, so that people can give you the likes, views, comments, hang out in your live streams, and all the other things we need as growing YouTubers. It helps for everybody when we can build our channels on a strong and solid foundation. And then as well, hopefully make friends. So if anybody in the chat is willing to swap playlists, for instance, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing to swap playlists with them, then please reach out to them and make those arrangements. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently. But the reason that I push it so much is because it gives you a chance, once you've traded favors with another creator, to get a friendship started that will hopefully flourish. And you can see what I mean about then having, you know, loyal and dedicated supporters who truly want to see you succeed, who will be happy to come and check out your new videos and give you the likes and comments and views that you need. And then I false behind in the chat all the time, so forgive me, everybody. Kenny Capri, thank you for coming in. This is your first time with TuberChat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. If you follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, take your time and meet people one by one, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Yeah, designs by CAD Pro. You know, Reddit is just something. It is what it is. You know, it's its own animal. You know, some of us use Facebook, some use Twitter, some use Snapchat, some use, you know, different ones in different ways. Reddit is a forum site where you can have discussion and share not only ideas, but other things you find on the internet. Etiquette is very important over there, but that's why I made a special subreddit just for TuberChat so that we can all share our videos there. And then for the people who use Reddit, they hopefully you'll get some action there and catch them there as well. And then thank you very much, FIFA World Other Gaming, for the thumbs up. James Tamburo, YouTube always blocks your videos. Oh, make your videos not for kids. How do you make your channel not for kids? Maybe I can get into that setting. I'll look for that in a moment and we'll have a look. So this is simply Royce on the road to 800. This is a generous and dynamic creator who has been with TuberChat for quite some time. A previously featured channel, but as well does the featured channels collaboration that we talk about all the time, and is willing to swap playlists. So I hope everybody will connect with this channel. They're a silver member, so their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. And in the settings, Angel Light over Darkness, yes. I will, I'm gonna go and have a quick look. Okay, thank you very much, Ace Flaw One. It's always good to see you. And thank you for connecting with me on Instagram as well. Javier Lifestyle is not on a computer or whatever device they're going to use just yet. And FIFA World, thank you for reminding everybody the thumbs up. The only other thing we don't want to do is too much of, you know, letting people know that we'll get them back. Here at TuberChat, everybody's expected to make the first move. We're all expected to give first with the understanding we will receive afterwards. It's very important because the community then keeps building with loyal and dedicated supporters. I'm going to get some more channels on the wheel in a moment. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. Thank you for coming in. They're willing to swap playlists. Give to receive, Black Brand Friday. Yes, I wholeheartedly believe that if you give much more than you're willing, or sorry, if you're willing to give much more than you expect to receive, especially here on YouTube and in our circumstance, you will get back much more than you ever wanted out of YouTube in the long run anyway. I absolutely believe that. I, you know, see it all the time with different channels that I'm involved with and stuff like that. And you're right, FIFA World, the grind never does stop. Hopefully everybody will connect with FIFA World as well. Again, that's a channel that's been here since the beginning, Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. Hopefully you're going to meet some new friends and family members as well. And hopefully everybody's having a good time. So let me see if I can quickly find this setting. Let's get into YouTube Studio. Oh, James Tamburo, Stream Elements is just a robot. So I don't know whether you know that or not, but they won't connect back. That Stream Elements is just there to drop some of the things in the chat in case I'm going to forget to remind everybody, follow us on Instagram and give us a thumbs up and stuff like that. FIFA World is just chilling in Brooklyn. What I was looking for, let's say in settings, and let me see if I can figure this out, if it's in the channel settings. Let's see, advanced settings. Okay, here it is, right? So in the advanced settings, says, do you want to set your channel as made for kids? You can say, I want to review this setting for every video, which you would want to do if some of your videos are made for kids and some are not. It's very important that you're honest and forthcoming about what's in your videos. You can't be thinking, you can't be thinking of letting a couple slip by if they're on the fence. And the reason why is because you don't want to get in any trouble with YouTube strikes and things like that. It can really be punishing. So you can set the whole channel as made for kids. You can set the whole channel as not made for kids. And you can also say, I want to review this setting for every video. So you're letting them know, and then you will be asked every single video, of course. So hopefully, luckily, we found that quickly. Let's get back to YouTube, and let's get back to a channel. MH Videos in the house. You just left a comment on my personal channel after we swapped playlists, and I was mentioning you because we saw that comment. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. It looks like it. Here's Rodney and Janelle. They're another dynamic couple of creators. And I'll have to have them remind me whether they swap playlists or not. I'm not sure if they're still here. Again, I've pinned a comment. Christian Nomad is our featured channel for today, so hopefully everybody will connect with that channel if you haven't already. So it looks like we're doing okay. So this is Rodney and Janelle. I don't think they're still here, so maybe I'll move on quickly. Pardon me. My goodness. And then, so Rodney and Janelle, if you're still here, just please let me know so that I can put you back up. But I'll move on quickly now. I forgot to take them off the wheel. Recommend promoting videos. Paid $5 on YouTube ads, but it's first time. Currently doing well. Still 9 days left. The only way to know, so I recommend promoting, first of all, with any social networks that you're willing to use. Caleb's Lawn Care might not be here either because it's been a while. I have to see. I'll move on from this one too quickly. Yeah, I think so. Caleb's Lawn Care, just let me know if you're here. As for promoting, then YouTube ads are something that can be looked at. But in order to really effectively manage a budget, you have to measure. So you have to try and then measure the results, see if you're happy or if there's things you can tweak. There's lots of ways to do things like A/B testing, where you might test an advertisement for the same video with 4 different titles. And I don't mean title on the video, I just mean title on the ad. You might try different videos. But I would also experiment with your social networks too and see where you get some action, because that might lead you to know where your best opportunities are for advertising. So for instance, if you were to share your videos out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, similarly to what I might do with tuberchat, you can see where you happen to get the most action back. And then you could say, okay, well, I've got like one video that, you know, seemed to get a lot more activity than some of the others, and then maybe think about advertising that particular video. Of course, if there's one you want to push, then you can do that as well. But there's lots of ways to promote your videos for free so that you can get a little bit of a head start before getting into spending too much money when you're just first starting out or experimenting. So I don't know if that's any kind of a useful explanation or anything like that. But as far as advertising goes, the best advice is that I can give is if you're willing to try, then you try. But please, please, please measure so that you can improve, right? So your first $5 may have gotten you a certain number of views or interactions that you're looking for. The next $5 should do a little bit better, and the next $5 should always be doing a little bit better, right, as you gain experience. James Tamburo fixed what they were doing, which is great. Cubs Den, yes, ads can be expensive. Not to mention, I mean, one of these days I should do an advertising talk, because there's a lot of benefit to bringing in traffic from outside networks. So you can advertise on YouTube, absolutely. But the algorithm will also favor you if you advertise on Facebook or Instagram and those people come over to YouTube. It's very important when you're doing something called starting a session. Oh, Caleb's Lawn Care, you are here. Sorry, I was going to take you off. Thank goodness you're here. So you got a few minutes. Like I said, Cubs Den has a lot of knowledge when it comes to this stuff. So I hope everybody will connect there as well. And JCC Tube, best idea is to make individual arrangements if you're doing swapping playlists and stuff like that, and then just swap Instagrams that way. Here's MSK Family Vlogs, who happens to be another member. I have to look and see if they're still here. Benefits for membership, Ladita Lockaby. So on TuberChat, the I'll look at them after. So MSK Family Vlogs, let's see if they're here. MSK Family Vlogs, if you're still here, just do me a favor, please let me know. So I'm going to hop over here for a quick second. I'm going to go to our join button, and we'll have a look. Oh, can't. I have to do it from another account again. Of course. There we go. This browser's logged into a different account. So when you have, so the first membership is $4.99 a month, and all that does is it gives you the membership badges and these emojis that can be used in the chat, which is all social networks. I made those. And then when I see you in the chat, your channel gets added onto the wheel right away with a bronze membership. With a silver membership, it's added to the wheel whether you're here or not at the beginning of every live stream. And with the gold membership, all of that plus your link is dropped every 30 minutes. But that's okay. So I don't want to push that stuff on anybody. I'm only mentioning it today because somebody just happened to ask a moment ago. I just closed my window too. I didn't mean to do that. But you do not have to be a member, or you do not have to super chat to get onto the wheel. It's just in the case of super chats and memberships, we let them skip the line and get onto the wheel or the screen faster. That's all. I don't want to hold anything back on TuberChat. So everything is still free. Everything is still as it is. We just make that simple exception. And hopefully that's all good. Very good. Okay, yeah, Caleb's Lawn Care was out connecting, so very good. And that's a smart, so Javier Lifestyle is just saying they told themselves they would get better equipment eventually, but they want to get monetized before they spend money on expensive equipment. Absolutely. So I use an iPhone SE, right? It's the original iPhone SE from 5 years ago. It's not new. Shoots 4K 30. But I'll bet that most people in the chat have a better phone than I do. And I have videos on other channels that have 250,000 views that were filmed with that phone. You don't need expensive equipment. Whatever you have is fine. And you absolutely can wait it out. What I suggest everybody is always to wait, and especially research before spending any money on anything, because one of the things you can do is go and spend money on something and find out a couple months later you wanted something else. Not to mention technology changes so fast. You know, if you bought a GoPro Hero 8 last year, you're already looking at a GoPro Hero 9, and now all the accessories aren't going to fit, or at least the battery and stuff like that has changed, and this and that. And that happens too. It's something to consider. Making investments in equipment when it comes to technology of any kind could possibly mean ongoing expense. You know, and that's gone on for all of our lives. When we were children, having maybe little video games or things like that that took a lot of batteries. So you're not just obligating yourself to buy something. Now you're obligating yourself to buy batteries or chargers or spend electricity and stuff like that. It's all something to be considered. But it is a good mindset to say, you know, you're going to wait until you're monetized. Not everybody should. Everybody has to make their own decisions. You make the right decision for your own circumstance, of course, right? But it is something, there is something to be said for, let me get some money coming in before I start having money go out. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting as well. Getting really wrapped up in my conversations again today. And then, yeah, about the, so I see what you're talking about, the advertising, whether it's expensive or not. It can be. It can be. RB Sporting TV, thank you for coming back in. Did you change your name, or am I just mistaken about that? And so Jaden Sud 28 is willing to swap playlists with people, but please make sure in your arrangements you're making sure that everybody is happy with your arrangement. So if it's just a simple arrangement of swapping playlists, I'm going to play yours, you're going to play mine, that's fine. But as a suggestion, just be very clear. There's an extension now that I use. I don't know if I installed it on these new browsers here. Let me see if I can go to, I'll go to MSK Family Vlogs and check a playlist for a quick second. See if it's going to come up. There it is. So there's an extension that I have. I'm going to have to look at what it's called. And you see how it tells me the length of this playlist here? That can really be helpful, because for somebody like me, I have a playlist that's, you know, hours and hours and hours long now because I've been on YouTube long enough. But I'm willing to run playlists of any size. But sometimes people who are only have a couple of hours may not find it to be fair to run my, you know, 10 or 20 hour playlist against their 2-hour playlist, right? So you can have different playlists set up on your channel for the purpose of swapping with like-sized playlists if you wanted to. Let me find this extension. What on earth was it called? It's not PocketTube. Oh, here, YouTube playlist total duration calculator. So this is an interestingly named extension. But here it is on the Chrome Web Store. And then it's easy to install. And I've been using this lately just to make sure when I swap playlists with people, if somebody's only got a 2-hour playlist or whatever, then I get them to run one that's of comparable size. And then the bronze 4. So, oh, here. So I'm in Canada. So the prices are made Canadian based. But so I have $4.99 for the bronze membership, $14.99 for the silver, and $29.99 for the gold. But again, I don't want to push that on anybody. I'm just answering because you asked. When all channels get monetized, you have to make the right decisions for yourself as to what you want to do with, you know, pricing and memberships and stuff like that. And there you go. Cubs Den says start with what you have and build from there. Absolutely. The Javier Lifestyle I use as a phone XR, iPhone 10R and a tripod, and it works. Absolutely, I'm sure. Yes, it is important to gain collabs with new friends and old friends. Designs by CAD Pro, absolutely. On my personal channel, you see a lot of collaborating. Not as much as I'd like ever, because you want to do as much as you can. But there is quite a bit, and I'm very lucky. Tonight, after tuberchat, as a matter of fact, only in about half an hour, I'm going to be collaborating with my BS Life, who hopefully everybody knows from tuberchat as well. And we're going to do a live stream on StreamYard with a conversation between him and myself, and we will get a deeper dive into YouTube analytics and things like that. Part of me just part of me for that. Already invested in your channel, Angel Light Over Darkness. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, everybody's got to make their own decisions. I have bought some equipment. Kristen and I have used the last, for those of you who know, Kristen Welton is my girlfriend. We live together in Niagara Falls, Canada, but we have used the last several Christmases, birthdays, Valentine's Days, and things like that. We're lucky enough to be able to, give each other some gifts and stuff like that. But most of the stuff has lately been YouTube related. So we have gimbals. I have a green screen that I'm using right now and things like that. It's not necessarily expensive. There's always much, much, much more expensive stuff than what I'm going to look at. I do a lot of research, and I'm not necessarily cheap, but I absolutely demand getting value for any dollar spent. Let me, the Murphy family, I should have had up. I hope I spun that wheel. I'm talking so much today that I'm not paying attention to the wheel as much as I should. I'm going to start rifling through these channels a little bit faster. The Murphy family has well over 1,500 subscribers, but they are a generous creator. They happen to be a silver member, so their channel gets added to the screen or to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. But hopefully everybody will connect with them because they are a generous creator. Very much loved and well respected in our community. Kira was in the chat. Kristen was out of the house. She's here now. She'll be in the chat probably shortly. Thank you, PA, for reminding everybody to give a thumbs up. And then Aboido agrees, yeah. We want to learn to use what we have and then expand from there. But everybody's got to make their own decision. Hey, if I win the lottery tomorrow, you might find me with a couple of Canon cameras, right? But other than that, it's going to take some time. I mean, I haven't upgraded my phone because it's not necessary. My phone shoots 4K, even though it's 5 or 6 years old, whatever it is. And I'll just continue on with that. Oh, is Cubs Den? Okay, thank you, Cubs Den. Thank you. FIFA World Other Gaming, thank you. And Battlefield Tampa TV, thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and everybody's willing to connect. So please don't be shy. You can reach out to any creators you like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I forgot to take Rodney and Janelle off the wheel. We already looked at that channel. Having trouble clicking today. I got a different mouse. The Tyler Show, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody on the way in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active in the chat, of course, I will come around to everybody. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody was mentioning anything or asking a question that I missed, I certainly don't mean to. Please have patience with me, and if you don't mind just asking again or mentioning it again, maybe I can catch it. MSK Family Vlogs, we just had your channel up like moments ago. That's funny. And then you're right, FIFA World, the grind never stops. Removed. Queen and a boss? What do you... Sorry, I don't know what you mean you were removed. Here's Mr. Johnny 25. So I just did a collaboration while we're talking about collaborating. As you can see, hopefully some of you caught it. He does a lot of posting, doing a lot of shorts lately. He did a good talk on shorts while we did our interview about a week ago. We talked all things YouTube. Pardon me. So Mr. Johnny 25 had a few questions that we addressed, and then we took a lot of questions and answers from the chat as well. And I'm going to be doing the same thing tonight with my BS Life in a half an hour from now. So hopefully everybody will check that out. We'll raid that live stream so that we can just continue what we're doing, and everybody will be connecting. Everybody will be able to connect as well. So MSK Family Vlogs, yeah, no sweat. It's if you're whenever, pardon me, when I put channels on the screen, typically if a creator is not here when the time comes that their channel gets put up on the screen, I just move on quickly. But we just happen to have your channel on. I didn't know you were gone until you said you were back, and I thought that was a little bit funny, but that's okay. And then what did I just miss? Okay. Oh, Queen and the Boss been checking out channels. And then, okay, all good. Oh, my BS Life. Did he just walk in too? Oh, there you are. Yes, okay, you're here. You slipped by me. Sorry. Brad, my BS Life is here. So that's the channel who I'm going to be doing the interview with right after our this live stream right now. So in about a half an hour, we're going to hop over to my BS Life, and we will do a StreamYard talk about all things YouTube, where you'll be able to ask whatever questions you'd like, and between the two of us, we're going to do what we can to answer. Here's in Rachel's place. I should have put more channels on the screen. I mean, on the wheel. Letting the wheel get away from me today. Oh, Queen and the Boss, I didn't have you on the wheel yet. I'll put you on the wheel right now. I don't think I actually put you on. Because I wouldn't have taken you off. I don't think I make that mistake too often. Let me see what else I can do here. I got a robot that helps me determine how people go on the screen. This is in Rachel's place. She's been with TuberChat, maybe even from the beginning. It's been a long, long time, for months anyway. And we've swapped playlists. She has does the feature channels collaboration. So if anybody wants to reach out to in Rachel's place for the purpose of swapping playlists, I'm sure she's willing to do that. Extra Step CEO is talking about it as well. And then thank you very much, Extra Step CEO. Thank you. Yes, Thanksgiving for the Canadians in the house. Thank you very much. And then they are willing to swap playlists if anybody wants to do that. Kristen Welton is in the house. Oh, what happened to... oh, I was thinking about something here. It's okay. Kristen Welton is here. I'll put... Kira Welton on the wheel. Where did you, oh, I'm clicking things. I'm always staring off into another window over here. I got this other mouse going today that is smaller than the one I usually use. You can see, look at the size of my hand compared to this mouse. Driving me bananas. I have to switch that out before tomorrow. Ruth's Truce, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not remembering if this is your first time with TuberChat, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. Unless maybe you change your name or something like that. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. The Javier Lifestyle. Oh, yeah, it's time for you to be on the wheel. Thank you. Let me see what else my robot says here. Angel Light Over Darkness. Oh, I looked at your channel, right? I looked at your channel at the beginning, of course. Shattered Soul, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Let's Unmasked Lifestyle's a silver member, so their channel gets added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. Designs by CAD Pro. Shattered Soul, first to arrive today. Designs by CAD Pro. Let me see if they're still here. I'm going to put it up anyway because they were here the whole time. Yeah, they're still here. So I think so anyway. Hopefully everybody will connect with Unmasked Lifestyle. They're on the road to 900, so they're getting close to the magic 1,000 that we all look forward to. But I talk about this channel all the time when they're here because they do such a great job with presentation. First of all, she's a dynamic creator, but then as well, like, look at these thumbnails. What a great job. I'm really impressed by that. So let's get Designs by CAD Pro up here now. I've been lucky to catch them in a couple of live streams. Today they were doing drawing an Autobot logo from the Transformers. When I was younger, I was a huge Transformers fan. So, where's the where's the stream from today? Maybe it hasn't processed yet. That's the trouble. I was hanging out with them today, and as well a couple other times, as you can see, right, from the red lines here. Oh, Jane and Sue 28, of course. Killer Whale Channels is in the house. Most people should be familiar with that channel. That is another growth stream, similar to the way that we connect here at TuberChat, but a very big channel. I forget how many subscribers they have, but it's thousands and thousands. Yeah, hopefully, Shattered Soul, you're swapping with a lot of people with the playlist so that you can, your watch hours are increasing. I like pushing the idea of people swapping playlists together because it gets see, Unmasked Lifestyle forgot to take their name off the wheel again. Babin Welt, thank you for coming in. Spin another channel up here. I gotta start moving. JCC Tube, thank you very much. Oh, Washington County News Station, Utah came in and slipped by me somehow. Yeah, there you are. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you. I was hanging out in one of their live streams the other day, and I think I didn't realize I'm sometimes working at the same time as watching a live stream, and I think I was telling you how beautiful the view was while you were talking about a car accident, and I didn't mean to do that, of course. But you were somewhere that looked nice enough. I could be mistaken, but we were. But I remember catching that, and then while listening, because I often will work and I keep a window like this off on the side, so I just have a small window while I work on the rest of the screen, and I fire in my couple of mentions when I get into a live stream, and that's it. This is Kira Welton, Lily Fox Gaming. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully everybody will connect with Kira if you haven't already. This is Kristen Welton's daughter. We all live together in Niagara Falls, Canada, which makes her my BFF forever. She has her own channel, though. She's doing her own thing, and she has got a lot of dynamic content, including a handful of video game live streams and a lot of unboxings of some stuff. Oh, you were out on a search and rescue. I see. Okay. I didn't catch. I had I think I hopped in, started leaving like a couple of comments in the chat really quickly, put the thing out on Reddit, told you the view was great, and then realized you were doing something important. But I was happy to at least have caught you live for a minute. Hopefully that worked out. Hopefully what the outcome was positive. Let's spin. And Lily Fox Gaming, yes, you are back. Thank you. Kristen Welton. So this is Kira's mother. FIFA World Other Gaming. Yes, sorry I haven't got you on the wheel yet. I've been yapping so much today. Today's like a record day for me yapping and not keeping the wheel moving. But thank you for yeah. If I ever you know, if you feel like you need to nudge me in the chat, please don't be shy. Give me that nudge because I want to make sure I'm keeping everybody moving. Yeah, my pleasure. I'm hoping I can catch you on another one very soon. Washington County News Station, Utah. And let's see what else we got going on. Shattered Soul. That's wonderful. Thank you for promoting Kira. And Queen and the Boss has been with us for, well, I put you on the wheel. Yes, I did. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. I gotta move it because we are yeah, we still got quite a few channels in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out so long. Hopefully, everybody's meeting new friends and family members because we are going to, in the next 15 minutes, we got to head over to My BS Life, and we're going to do an interview. But I'm sure it's going to turn into more of a conversation. But Brad from My BS Life has offered to let people ask questions in the chat. And between the two of us, we'll do our best to answer all questions regarding YouTube, the things that happen in the background, whether it's analytics. We can talk about anything you want when it comes to videos and how to get your channel moving on a strong and solid foundation. And we can continue connecting over there as well. Okay, Javier Lifestyle, let's get you on the wheel. Spin. Let's get Aboito in there. Here's FIFA World Other Gaming right now. I've been lucky enough to hang out with them in a few live streams. By the way, so Kristen Welton, see, I put her channel up on the screen and I skip over very quickly. This is this is Kira's mother. You can see that they did a two-part series here on this box sale video. They read a lot of books. I'm an audiobook guy. I do a lot of driving, so I listen. But they actually read a lot of books, and they went through this thing. But they do a lot of different stuff together. We did a road trip the other day, and they did a live stream. At that point, Kristen is officially monetized, but has yet to do a monetization celebration. So that'll be upcoming. I don't even know what to expect for that yet. But we'll start pushing her if it gets too long. Aboito. Here's FIFA World Other Gaming, who's here with us all the time. Well over 2,000 subscribers and got that nice and locked in. Is this how long ago I was hanging out with you in a live stream? A week ago? I thought it was only a few days ago, but this week really got away from me. I had a busy week, so maybe the days got away from me. Hopefully, we're going to push you a little bit closer to that 3,000 that I know is on your mind. and hopefully Killer Whale channels, meeting some new friends and family members as well. Like I said, that's a big channel, and another growth stream where people are able to connect the way that we do here at tuberchat as well. So you meet lots of friends and family members over there also. How do you get the tiller for your StreamYard tuberchat? I'm trying to think of what you might be mentioning. Ticker. Oh, banner. So you'll see here, for instance, on this tab called Banners for StreamYard, for those of you who live stream, you can just simply make another banner here. So I'll say, like, here is my new banner. Oh, ticker. We'll call it a ticker, right? And as long as you click this box, it will move at the bottom of the screen like that. So it's very easy in the banner section of the StreamYard settings. Oh, that's okay, Shattered Soul. Never late. I appreciate every moment that you spend here at tuberchat. As we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for all of us to support as many people as we would all like. So I appreciate every moment that you spend. I didn't realize I put the Javier lifestyle on the wheel already. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up. Forgive me for moving so fast now, but my BS Life will be ready to go in 15 minutes. So I just want to make sure that we're all set and ready over there. Thank you, FIFA World Other Gaming, again, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. And when it's time to go over to my BS Life, I will put a link in the chat. So we'll all head over at the same time. So continue connecting here. And this chat will run for another couple of seconds so you can clean up your connections if you want to. Here's a queen and a boss. Let's first of all get your bell on the road to 100. So hopefully we're pushing you a little bit farther right now. And then you've got a handful of different stuff. So this is the video that I must have connected with you with recently, right? And then hopefully I'm going to catch something soon. But you just put something up a couple weeks ago. You just put something up yesterday. So hopefully we're going to see a lot more content from you as well. And then I'm just monitoring the chat for a quick second here. And let me see what else I can do here. Battlefield Tampa TV needs to get on there. Black Brand Friday. You've been here since, I think you've been here since the beginning, and I haven't had you on the wheel. Forgive me, please. Finding happiness in all you do. Let's spin and see what else is happening here. So Black Brand Friday, you're coming right up. There's another channel that's been back with us again and again since finding us just a few short weeks ago. Your playlist had 116 or 17 videos, and yesterday suddenly it dropped to 114. Did you lose 3 videos? Did YouTube do something to your videos? Make them private or unlisted or something like that? It's a weird thing for them to be taken out of a playlist if you didn't do it. Pardon me. Then again, there's a lot of glitching going on with YouTube all the time with regards to just about everything. So I wouldn't be surprised to know they have trouble with that too occasionally. Yes, Lily Fox Gaming, tuberchat will be here tomorrow at a slightly different time, 3 hours earlier than today. So hopefully have the notification bell on so you get notified, but I always list the live streams on the front page of tuberchat, so you can be notified about individual live streams if you would like to be. They're always set in advance. So here's the one for tomorrow, and you can see that that's do I have these mistaken? No, 4 p.m. tomorrow Eastern Daylight Time, which is because I live in Niagara Falls, Canada. So that's my time. And it's already set, though. You can catch it right now. This is Black Brand Friday. So on the road to 900 subscribers, hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. This is a dynamic creator who's back with us all the time here at tuberchat, like I said, since finding us. And obviously have a lot of dynamic content for you to check out as well. I think they're willing to swap playlists too. If anybody's willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. Simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and you'll find other creators reaching out to you for that arrangement. And if you see somebody mentioning they're willing to swap playlists and you're willing, please reach out to them as well. Thank you, Angel Light Over Darkness, for mentioning you'll be here as well, hopefully tomorrow. Oh, something related to new rules? That's possible. I'll have to look into it, Shattered Soul. Okay, thank you, FIFA World Other Gaming. I appreciate all you do, so thank you very much for your time. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Jaden Saw 28, who's with us all the time, has been with tuberchat since episode number 13. I don't think they've missed a live stream, as a matter of fact, since then. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here at tuberchat and with me personally. But Jaden Saw has been a very much dedicated and loyal supporter. Doing a lot of live streaming lately for the purpose of gaining watch hours too. Okay, hopefully everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members as well. Wow. Jaden changed their banner too, I see. Must have done that on Canva. I think I recognize the template from Canva. But that is cool. Angel Light Over Darkness 33 is reaching out in case they haven't connected with anybody already. That's somebody that I've been connected to for a while now and have had the pleasure of hanging out on a couple of live streams. Here's Finding Happiness in All You Do. This is another creator who I've swapped playlists with recently. And the reason I push swapping playlists with everybody so much is because you can get a friendship started. You know, once you've traded favors with another creator, and then they will be interested in helping you succeed on YouTube, of course. And then FIFA World, hopefully everybody is enjoying their night. Hopefully you're enjoying your night in Brooklyn. Just Vlogging Life. Oh, you're here. Just Vlogging Life comes in swinging, eh? Hey, everybody, playlist. So Just Vlogging Life is willing to swap playlists. We looked at that channel earlier because, like I said, Just Vlogging Life is a gold member, so their channel is always added to the screen their channel is always added to the wheel at the beginning of every live stream, whether they're here or not. As well, their link is dropped every 30 minutes or so automatically by Nightbot. Let's spin the wheel, and we'll get another channel up here. Finding Happiness and All You Do is willing to swap playlists. Their playlist is quite short right now, but they're still willing. So hopefully everybody will reach out to them, and hopefully you'll subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. We'll get them to the 100 that must be on their mind. Here's the Javier Lifestyle. Oh, let's see what I just got to address something quickly. Let's see if I can get that. Looking at something in another window here. So the Javier Lifestyle, over 1,000 subscribers, and now with the 1.01 means it's probably locked in, hopefully solid. Obviously there's fashion, music, vlogs. I have some getting to know of this channel to be done, but Saturday Night Live, really. It looks like a lot of dynamic content here for everybody to connect with, though. So I'm looking forward to catching more, especially hanging out on a live stream. So you live streamed almost a week ago. Hopefully you'll get another one going as well, and hopefully I'll catch that. Okay, thank you, Lily Fox Gaming. See you tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow night, the Javier Lifestyle is going to live stream. Hopefully, I'll catch that Saturday night. For me, I don't know what time zone you're in. I happen to be in Eastern, in Niagara Falls, Canada, same as New York time. 7 p.m. Central will be 8 o'clock for me. So hopefully, I'll catch that. Very cool. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I forgot to take Javier Lifestyle off. How about Edo? Well, I can do something here. I don't know why I don't have your bell on already, but now it is. On the road to 700, hopefully we'll get this channel a little bit closer to that 700 that we know is on their mind. And Lily Fox Gaming is just going to play some mobile games right now, which is cool. Thank you for the time that you spent. Hopefully everybody's met a lot of friends and family members today. And then again, we'll be here again tomorrow. Sunday, I will not, because it is the Canadian Thanksgiving. I try to take as few days off as possible, but that one, Thanksgiving, is just too much of a big day. Shattered Soul has some good advice. Yes, if you're a gamer and you can live stream every day, it's recommended, because that niche happens to have a crowd that is very active. So they will follow you'll find a lot of followers will tune in daily. Battlefield Tampa TV. This is a new connection for TuberChat. I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, so what I'm going to do is take one of your videos here. I'll take the longest one, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I will give you a thumbs up and a meaningful comment on your video, of course. I'll subscribe, and in that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, except for when there's a holiday. I'm just dropping the link in the chat right now. We are going to head over to My BS Life right now, where I'm about to be interviewed. We're going to have a conversation about all things YouTube. Everybody will be free to continue connecting the way we do here in TuberChat, but then as well, we will be asking some more. Well, everybody can ask questions in the chat regarding to much more deep analytics and procedures and tips and tricks and things like that regarding YouTube and all the things we have to do as YouTubers. PA, thank you so much for all you do, and thank you everybody for the time that you spent, and thank you for heading over to My BS Life right now. Thank you, Brandon Jackson, for coming in. We're just heading over to do a TuberChat raid on My BS Life. So thank you everyone for the time you've spent. Forgive my quick exit, but I'll see you over there in a moment. Thanks again, everyone.